Hello, welcome to All.is.one.Fitness, everybody. I am Allison. I'm coming at you with workout sweaty vibes right now. For today's, again, celebrating 6 months, we're rocking it. Today is all about, it's a lot about the arms, and we're working with hand weights and resistant bands. So those are the two things that you are going to need. With resistant bands, just have all options, anywhere between a 10 pound, 15 and 20. Those are probably your best bets to just have. You're gonna want handles with those as well. And yeah, besides that, I try to make it so it has at least 2 exercises with hand weights, and then it switches back and forth. Hand weights, resistant bands, hand weights, resistant bands. So I try to keep it so you're not always going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But yeah, 6 months, let's rock it. Let's get those arms moving. Enjoy. You're going to do your straight arm lift with a little palm rotation to that ceiling. So lift, rotate, drop it down and down. Up, rotate, drop. Making sure those shoulders aren't going up to those ears. You want to keep them down. You're working this rotation. Yay! All right, head to that wall. We're going into a wall sit. I'm moving my mat so I can get that floor grip. Keep one hand down, the other arm is working, going straight overhead. Straight overhead and down. 30 seconds, one arm. You can either choose to stay in that wall plank for those 10 seconds, or you can come up in between. Feel that energy going through your heels too, so it's not all sinking down towards those toes. Put your hands in the air if you would like to party. That was horrible, it's fine. All right, come on up. Shake it on out. And then we're hopping right back down, getting into that second side, other arm. So. Yes. Fabulous. You got about 10 more seconds here. Fabulous. All right, come on over. Moving gaps with those dumbbells and those hands. Here we go. If you need to, put these dumbbells down. Just do regular jumping jacks. Once you're there, and then I'm squeezing my glutes on the way up. Yes, this is working a little bit more than just the back and biceps, but this targets that low back ever so nicely because you're using your weight, gravity from the roller, squeezing those glutes on the way up. You can do this with weights. You can do both hands if you would like to do a little extra. With this resistant band, I'm just doing one at a time. I'm keeping a small bend in that standing knee, even when I lift those hips when I come forward. I can keep wrapping this on my foot if I want a little bit more resistance. There it is. All right. Flip it into the other foot. Flip it into the other hand. And this is a 15-pound weight or resistant band, just so you know. That foot's behind me, waiting for that, trying to get ourselves going. Small bend. Here we go. Down and up. So for any of you who have seen me do on bend and snap, no, it's not called this, but it's what makes me think of it. My boobie's going back. Squeezing those glutes forward. Yes. And up. About 8 more seconds, and guess what? We get to go all the way from that top. Squeeze up. Boom, there it is. Go ahead. Take this away. You don't need those. All right, we are going back into our nice little alternating bicep curls. If you want to amp it up, just like we did before, give a little bit of slack in between, in that center, and then ready when that turn goes. There's the slack. All right, alternating and down, up and down. Keeping my elbows squeezed into my sides. Small bend in those knees. I'm never letting those hands lengthen out. And then it just squeezes all that tension away from you. And that's it. You got about 10 more seconds here. Love resistant bands. You do so many things with them. Even if you don't have those weights, you can still do. There it is. All right, going into a nice little tricep kickback. I'm using my resistant band. I took one handle off so I could hold on to it. Oh, there it is. So you're going up and down. I have my right hand. Keep moving all over the side. So bend the elbow and you're straightening it. Tricep kickbacks. Out and in. Out and in. We have about 10 seconds to head to that other side. These are short turnaround techniques. Set yourself on up and wait for that left knee to go. And hit the high enough on that rope. If you have a weight, you're just holding the weight instead of the rope. For about 20 more seconds. Alternating through reaches in this next little series. Come on down, put that band away, keep your correct. Grab those weights. We're going to go into a lunge jump with a row. So find yourself in the lunge, left leg back, weights in those hands. You're going to switch, row those arms, put them back down. Switch, row those arms, back down. I'm trying to keep my hips down as best as possible when you do this switch, so it's not about getting those hips nice and high. You're just quickly making that change. A little hop up and down. Row, in, hop up and down. Row. If you don't go high enough though, then those legs kind of get trapped. You don't want that. Switch. That's out. Oh, that was it. There we go. Heading on down. We are going to do a bicep curl, extend, lateral raise. always do one leg out at a time, or keep the other leg in. That's another option. You have multiple things. Choose your own adventure, whatever works for you. 20 more seconds here, everybody. I like to let my fingertips kind of come out so I know I'm not gripping onto my weights. Otherwise, that's going to put too much tension there. Boom, there it was. All right, so you can choose to have these weights. We're going to alternate side to side. Sometimes with lighter weights, your fingertips don't really reach or hold underneath them very well. You're going to alternate from side to side. So I'm going to rotate, reach that hand up, bring it back down, and bam. So if the weights don't let you do that, same thing. You're just holding those arms and you're reaching up and coming down. Reaching up and coming down. For this first set, I will stick without those weights, just because I'm already in it and I don't want to take the time to have to re-grab those weights and set up again. So, bam, reaching, lowering, reaching, lowering. Yes, my shoulders are shaking galore. You got about 5 more seconds. Finish this last one out. Boom, there it was. And down, yes. Go ahead, step on those, crisscross those straps, and you're gonna do an upright standing row. So now, instead of being in a seated position, we're trying to bring that strap and those elbows up on that diagonal, keeping those shoulders down. Come on in. All right, so we're gonna send ourselves back to the floor. So come on down. What's gonna happen is you're gonna just keep one of those bands to the side and you're gonna lay on the band. You want it pretty nice and tight. And now when I'm laying down, I'm gonna be holding on to the other side so this side doesn't pull through. What's happening is your arm is gonna go straight up and down, straight up and down. So just keep going with this and take those legs to a tabletop. So now we're gonna add in a crunch and you're extending the right leg and then you're bringing it back on in. So let's count that as 1. One more, 10, come on in, just slide that underneath. I know if you don't have a shirt on, sometimes it kind of pulls on the skin, so just go with what you can. Start in tabletop. Again, you're just pressing your arm up. You kind of have to do a couple to figure out how tight you need to hold on to the other arm. So now let's add that crunch and extend out and in. That was 1. We're starting all the way back from the top. Yes. I'm going to face you all. I'm going to step, leave a little bit of room in the center, grab both of those handles. You're going to hammer curl, hold, slowly roll down. So hammer curl, hold, hammer curl, hold. And again, it's as many reps as possible. So it is a little bit on the quicker side of things, okay? But I still want that pause moment at the top. Feel that squeeze. Yes. down, squeezing that elbow in, lifting up, and lowering down. Yes. You can have both of those feet to the side. I'm just putting it slightly behind. And if you want this to be harder, you would step a little bit higher up, and it adds more resistance. Making sure when you go up, wrist isn't breaking, keeping it nice and aligned. Yes. Checking the shoulders, rolling them back, pressing them down. Yes. Reverse curls. Feeling it all in our arm. About 8 more seconds. Heading to that second side. Perfect. Put it down. Step on the other side. Squeeze it in. You can test and see if you need to step up higher or lower. There's that now. And you can always check in with that wrist. Sometimes it's hard. You feel like it's not breaking, but then when you look down, it's not in line. So, okay to totally just take a gaze down towards that. Got about 10 more seconds. This next one's going into rotator cuffs. We're going to grab both of those resistant bands or weights. We're going to open and close. So, grabbing both again, stepping on it, palms facing up to the ceiling, squeeze those elbows in. You want to keep them at 90 degrees. You're opening to the side and coming back in. Opening, squeezing back in. Opening, squeezing back in. Now when I go to the side, I'm going to give you a different view. When I go to the side, I don't just stop here, because yes, that's as far as I can go, but I push like a teensy bit more. You should feel that squeeze in those shoulders, in that back. Like you're holding a pencil in between those shoulder blades. Yes. Keep those hands lifted, or are they going down? Find that 90 degrees. And it's also a little bit of a bicep curl static hold at the same time. And in. You got about 6 more seconds.